Another throwback, this time to a genre that's usually a bit intense for my taste, but a take that's absolutely dripping with style, is Birdcage. This one came highly recommended from a few trusted confidants, and I can now understand why. Vertical shoot-em-ups have always been built for spectacle. Think of later era cave titles that transform the simple act of flying and shooting into a reactive dance of dodging neon curtains and bullets, testing not your trigger finger so much as your ability to thread a pixel-sized hitbox through chaos. Birdcage takes that energy and fuses it with an impressive grab bag of classic mechanics. You play as a vat-grown pilot caught in a holy war between two rival sects of spacefaring humanity, tasked with destroying a doomsday weapon known only as the World Egg. And naturally, the only way to do that is how these games have always done it, by strapping into a cutting-edge starfighter and unloading a million bullets into endless waves of enemies. Despite commanding what's technically a spaceship, your craft also wields a beam sword that can sweep across the screen, absorbing enemy laser fire of the same color to charge up a devastating counterattack. It's a clear homage to Treasure's classics then, Ikaruga's polarity switch and elegance, and Radiant Silvergun's layered weapon mastery. But what really makes Birdcage soar is its presentation. It's been painstakingly crafted to feel like the coolest cult video game that could have come out in 1999. The interface pulses with Serial Experiments Lane-style kinetic typography, codec-style cut-ins echo Metal Gear Solid with Shinkara-esque green-tinted sketches, and the soundtrack blends orchestral swells with techno straight from the PS1's golden era. Even the story feels delightfully lost in translation, packed with cryptic, vaguely religious terminology and capitalized weapon names that sound cool at first and might make sense later. Visually, it absolutely nails the late PS1 aesthetic too. Simple polygonal models layered with richly detailed, almost pixel art-like textures is a hard look to find in 2025 and feels so authentic here it could have been lifted off a forgotten demo disc. As expected, with a somewhat low poly approach and focus on high reaction times, it's going to run pretty well on anything, and certainly did when tested on the Steam Deck. I'll admit I probably connected more with Birdcage's visual flair than its gameplay. As I'm sure the footage will betray, I spent a fair bit of time eating laser fire, even on easy mode. So take my impressions with a grain of salt, I'm probably not the most seasoned pilot for this kind of assault. That said, I still came away impressed by how cohesively it all clicks. There's a real rhythm to the interplay of shooting, sword swinging, dodging, and energy management. It's a ballet of motion as much as a bullet hell. Whether Birdcage ultimately stands shoulder to shoulder with the genre greats or ends up more of a lovingly crafted tribute, it's hard to say yet, but on sheer vibes alone, it's absolutely worth your attention. It captures that late 90s fusion of mecha melodrama, mysticism, and maximalist design so perfectly, it feels like an artifact from a parallel timeline, a distilled shot of PS1 era ambition, polished to a radiant shine.